All right, we're out here at Lake Kissimmee today. Beautiful morning. It's Christmas Eve. It's 8 o'clock right now. I got here, kind of late, but sleep in a little bit. Air temperature is 61 degrees. The water temp is 63. Pretty nice out here. A little light wind. Wind's supposed to pick up later today, but I think we'd be protected by the land over here because we got a south wind. And yeah, so we're just gonna fish the stuff I normally fish. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I hope everybody is having a good holiday week. I want to talk a little bit about the last video I posted about losing all them fish and what line I'm using and stuff. That was just a weird day in general. Like, I don't know what was going on, but I normally don't have any problems with using fluorocarbon or the size hook I'm using. Like, I'm using 4/0 extra wide gap hook, and I've always been able to do well with this setup. And it's just that day in particular is just really weird. Like, I don't know. And I know a lot of you guys saying use braid because that's just like the best bet on keeping the fish on the line. I agree. I agree 100% that braid is the best bet to get them out. But at the same time, I feel like I don't get as many bites personally. Like, I feel like I get way more bites with the fluorocarbon than I do with braid. Maybe I should have just switched it on the fly to braid because I think they were just biting no matter what. But with fluorocarbon, I feel like they are more inclined to bite if the bite's tough. But I don't think that bite was tough, really. I think they would have bit no matter what was in their face. Maybe it's just something I needed to, something to teach me a lesson. If that was happening a lot, I should have just took a lot of line off this reel and put braid on, because I do have braid on spools in my tackle box, and just use braid for the rest of the day. But I just didn't do it. Sometimes I'm just stubborn like that. Definitely next time, if that happens again, then I will switch to braid. But for the most part, I think I'm gonna stay with my fluorocarbon just because I like it. But that was basically my 2 cents on it. Not a lot of people out here, which I'm pretty surprised. A lot of people have today off, Christmas Eve, You'd think a lot of people would be fishing in the morning and then spend the rest of the day with their family and stuff, but not a whole lot of people. I mean, there's probably like 3 or 4 airboats at the airboat launch. There's probably like 3 trucks at the regular boat ramp. And it is quiet out here. I don't even hear airboats even moving, which is pretty strange for out here. Next tournament coming up is at Kenansville on January 9th, the day right before my birthday. My birthday is January 10th. So I'm just gonna call it my birthday tournament because that's close enough, That's gonna be a fun one. There's only one ramp that anybody can go to. And I'm not sure how many people are signed up or going to sign up for this, but I feel like it's gonna be quite a bit. And that ramp is going to be packed. I know there's gonna be a couple people gonna be staying the night out there. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be cold. I don't know if it's gonna be like this where it's not bad. But it's gonna be a fun one. I really can't wait for it. It's anybody's game out there. Any cast could be an 8-pounder just casually, That place has giants. I know one spot I want to go to. Last time I went there were duck hunters in that little spot I had. So not only have to beat other anglers out there, I'm gonna have to beat the duck hunters, which is gonna be hard because they usually get out there at like 1 o'clock in the morning and sit on their spot. So I'm gonna have to get out there super early and sit on that spot and try to shine people away, mainly duck hunters. I'm gonna have to shine duck hunters away from coming in, which is gonna suck because those duck hunters want their spots, you know. Last time I went there, I went into that spot I had, caught one right off the bat. It was a nice 4 or 5 pounder. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see this bird flapping its wings. And I wasn't sure if it was a decoy, you know, it's like electronic mojo things that sit there and flap their wings, or if it was an actual bird just sitting, like hovering. But sat there staring at it. Then I missed another one, another nice bite. And after that, I looked at the decoy some more. Then to the left on the water, I see a whole spread of decoys. I'm like, oh, great. So I took off out of there. And as soon as I left out of that spot, they started getting up and packing all their things. I mean, it was 11 o'clock in the afternoon. There was no birds flying around. So, I mean, and they didn't give me any like warning or anything. I just strolled up into their spot just like it was nothing. So, feel kind of bad, but at the same time, it is what it is. I mean, we all have to share the water, and at least I tried to get out there, out of that spot as fast as I could, not trying to mess up their hunting. So it's not like I just sat there and ruined it for them. I didn't know. No bites on the outside pads, so they might be moved up. Usually I'll get a bite on those outside pads, but not a single bite over there. Got the Berkeley Chapo on. It's essentially the Whopper Plopper. I just like it so much better. I feel like it makes way more noise, splashes a lot more. Oh no. Yeah, right in the grass. How about that? How about them apples? At least I got it out pretty easy. All right, nothing up shallow. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna try back out here again. I'm gonna try a Cinco instead of a speed worm. And now we have airboats running around. Oh, that's a good one. He's barely hooked. Come here. Oh, yeah. That's a solid fish. Wow. So I think the Cinco is the way to go. I say he's barely hooked, but I can't even get the hook out. That's a solid fish. Look at that. Cool. Good 2, 3, yeah, probably a 3 pounder. Let's see how long it is. 18 3/4. Well, yeah, 18 3/4. That's a solid fish right there. I'll take that. I'll take 5 of them for a tournament. That's cool. All right. Goodbye. Nice. Lost my worm in that battle, but I got more. So, what I used there, that was my first fish of the day, and I've been fishing for 2 hours. But what I used there was this Gambler Fat Ace. It's the 6-inch June bug color. And I'm just pitching around these pads here, and I didn't even feel them bite. I just went to pull up, and it didn't want to go anywhere. At first I thought that was grass, but then it started moving. So if that tells you anything about how they're biting today, it's going to be kind of slow kind of bite, because I was just letting it sit there. Oh, I'm going to end it there. Just one fish today. It was a solid fish, nothing too small, but it was a decent one for not catching anything else today. So it's just a slow day. Not a whole lot of people out here, so that could mean something that the fishing's not on right now, but I don't know. We are going to be getting a cold front tonight, which is going to go down to like 37 to 32 degrees. So I don't know if they know that's going to happen, so they're just kind of like getting ready for that. Just what I caught that one on was the Gambler Fat Ace, like I showed you earlier, the June bug color, 6-inch with the 4/0 extra wide gap hook, 3/16 ounce weight, and 15-pound fluorocarbon. And I don't know if I would have caught that if I didn't have fluorocarbon, but who really knows? Like I said before, I didn't have a problem getting that fish out of the pads. So I just think that other day was just a weird bite kind of day, and they didn't have the whole bait in their mouth kind of deal. So I think give it a couple more weeks, spawning, like really heavy spawning time is going to happen, I hope. I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. I just hope you have a good holiday and try to catch some fish if you're out there fishing. If not, relax, have a good time with your family and stuff like that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like on the bottom, subscribe if you've not subscribed yet, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.